It's Tuesday, the 9th of January 2024, and you are listening to the latest updates from the world of work. This is Workers Connect Radio. We'll begin with the headlines. Maharashtra Cabinet extends old pension scheme to state employees who joined service after November 2005. Gujarat High Court pulls up government over delay in payment of compensation to the kin of deceased safai karmacharis. Andhra Pradesh government yields to the demand of drivers of sanitation vehicles, extends occupational health and safety allowance. National Labor Relations Board of the USA rules in the favor of contract workers, holds tech giant Google in violation of labor laws for refusing to negotiate with workers. And a labor court in Bangladesh finds Nobel laureate Yunus Khan and his associates guilty of violating labor laws, imposes 6 months jail. Now news in detail. The Maharashtra Cabinet has cleared the way for extending old pension scheme or OPS to the state government employees who joined the service after November 2005. Under the old pension scheme, a government employee gets a monthly pension equivalent to 50% of their last drawn salary, and there is no contribution to be paid by the employee. While under the new pension scheme, employees contribute 10% of their basic salary, with the state making a matching contribution. The money is then invested in one of the several pension funds approved by the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, and the returns are market-linked. The move is set to benefit over 26,000 state employees who joined the services after November 2005, when the state had introduced the new pension scheme. The Court of Chief Justice Sunita Agarwal and Justice Aniruddha P. Mai of the Gujarat High Court rapped the government for its inaction in payment of compensation to the kin of 16 deceased safai karmacharis who lost their life while on duty. The court also demanded a status report on the implementation of the provisions of the 2013 law that prohibits manual scavenging. In a ruling in October 2023, the Supreme Court had revised the compensation amount to Rs 30 lakh, which earlier stood at Rs 10 lakh for the kin of the deceased manual scavengers. The Andhra Pradesh government has yielded to the demands of drivers of sanitation vehicles, workers employed in cleaning and maintenance of underground drains, and malaria workers, and extended to them the occupational health allowance. Workers engaged by urban civic bodies get 6,000 rupees monthly allowance in addition to their existing wage. The government had granted occupational health allowance to all sanitation staff in the year 2020. However, drivers of sanitation vehicles, underground drain workers, and malaria workers were excluded from the list up until now. Moving on to international news, the first one is from the United States of America, where the National Labor Relations Board has held Google's parent company Alphabet to be the joint employer of workers employed on contract for music streaming company YouTube Music. The board held that Alphabet was in violation of US labor laws by refusing to bargain with the workers' union, thereby rejecting the company's claim that it should not be considered the employer of workers provided by staffing agency Cognizant Technology Solutions. 3 years back, contract workers at YouTube had joined Alphabet Workers Union, and since then the company has been locking horns with contract workers. And in Bangladesh, the third Labour Court of Dhaka has sentenced Nobel laureate Dr. Muhammad Yunus, chairman of Grameen Telecom, and 3 of his associates, Managing Director Ashraful Hassan and board directors Noor Jahan Begum and Muhammad Shah Jahan, 6 months of jail and imposed a fine of 30,000 taka for violating labour laws. The case dates back to the year 2021, when during a surprise inspection, the Department of Inspection for Factories and Establishments (DIFE) found Yunus's company, Grameen Telecom, guilty of not offering permanent jobs to 67 contract workers, not offering the equity shares to the workers, and not setting up welfare fund for the workers. That's all in this bulletin. We'll be back on Friday with the latest updates from the world of work.